American football. Which really, if you think about it, would be more accurate to call American rugby. I mean, that's the closer comparison, really. And historically, American football did evolve from rugby, and to way oversimplify things, it is basically rugby with a forward pass. So I wonder, could I, in the video game Madden, win the Super Bowl rugby style? Is it possible to beat Madden 26 without passing the ball? So what exactly are we doing? We'll be playing Superstar Mode, in which you basically play the career of a custom player from draft to retirement, and we'll be playing as a quarterback. Those, of course, would be the guys that normally throw the ball. If we can win the Super Bowl in any season of our career without passing the ball, which will be really easy to track because you might not know this, but sports fans are actually secretly nerds. They track literally everything. Every stat is meticulously tracked, including, of course, passing attempts. So as long as we keep our career passing attempt stat at 0, we will have succeeded, so long as we, of course, also win the Super Bowl at some point. Now, one nuance of the rules of football to be aware of is that a pass only counts as a pass if the ball is tossed forwards. If you toss the ball behind you or laterally, that's called a lateral, and it's not counted as a pass in the stats, so for our purposes, we're not counting as a pass either. So yeah, with that clear, let's create a character and get ready for the NFL Draft. Say hello to Brian Croft, quarterback out of Texas A&M. He's got 0 special abilities regarding to passing and a whole bunch that should help with his run game. Hopefully that'll be a winning combination. I mean, quarterbacks are running these days more than ever, so maybe? Our league settings will be mostly normal, though we will be playing at all-pro skill level, despite the fact that the last Madden game I played was Madden 09. I mean, how hard can it be? Let's just get started. The first stop of our career is the NFL Combine. Here we'll engage in various minigames to show off our athletic prowess and skill at the game of football. Doing well in these minigames will increase some of our stats, as well as make us more likely to be selected early in the draft. Which actually isn't really a good thing. You see, the worst teams pick earlier in the draft, so really we probably don't want to get picked super early, because then we might get picked by a bad team like the Raiders or the Browns, and if we're on a bad team, it'll be harder to win the Super Bowl. Anyway, we probably shouldn't overthink it. We have a pretty good 40-yard dash, an incredible bench press, a perfect broad jump, a passable 20-yard shuttle, and then it's time for passing. We naturally don't make a single throw and get the worst possible score in the passing drill. That's probably going to hurt our draft stock, but like I said, that's not the worst thing in the world. Getting picked late probably means we'll go to a better team, so that is actually probably good long term. Though after showing up 2 passes at the Combine and not even attempting a single one, I mean, who would be stupid enough to actually draft us as a quarterback? Well, it's time to find out. With the 33rd pick in the NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Brian Croft, quarterback of Texas A&M. Well then, I guess not throwing at the Combine plummeted our draft stock so much that we fell out of the first round, and instead got drafted at the first position in the second round, which is still a bad team's draft position. I mean, I guess it's not shocking, like, who would draft a quarterback that can't throw the ball in the first round? But in the second round, yeah, I guess that's a Cleveland Browns sort of move, isn't it? But hey, it's fine. We're in the NFL. That's what matters. Maybe we can turn the Cleveland Browns around. But first, we'll need to actually become the starting quarterback. Right now, we're just the backup. But that's fine, because it's the preseason. The time for backups to prove their worth. If we play well in the next few games, we just might get the starting job. And it all starts by demolishing the Carolina Panthers. And getting sacked immediately. Okay, that's fine. We'll try again. And for those not in the know, a sack in football is when the quarterback is tackled behind the line of scrimmage, which is where the ball starts on the play. So, in simple terms, that means we lost yards on the play when we're supposed to try to move the ball forward. But it's fine, that's just the first play, shaking the rust off, getting used to the NFL game, and yeah, that was somehow worse. Okay. Alright, third time's up. Wait, false start? Really? Okay, it's 3rd and 21 now, so we just gotta get 21 yards in one play. Oh, and again, aside for those who don't know football, in football you're trying to hit across the field to the other side. So not backwards the way we've been going. But you only get 4 chances. These are referred to as downs to do that. A given down ends when you get tackled, miss a pass, or go out of bounds with the ball. However, each time you get a first down, there's basically a checkpoint established 10 yards down the field, and if you get there, you reset back down to first down and get a new checkpoint 10 yards down the field. This will be our 3rd down, and since we've been sacked a couple times and got penalized, that means our checkpoint is now 21 yards away. But this time we've got some time, and nope. I was trying to break away on the outside there, but the defender got me. That brings up 4th down, our last chance to get the requisite yards required for a new first down, but we are not actually going to play 4th down because our team is punting instead. That's because if you fail to get a first down on a 4th down play, the other team gets the ball where we had it. A turnover on downs is what that's called. If that were to happen here, they would be right next to their end zone, which is on the opposite side of the field as ours, and would easily be able to score points. So instead, we're voluntarily giving up the ball and kicking it as far down the field as we can, so when the other team gets it, they'll have a decent distance to go in order to be able to score. So not a great opening drive for our career. And to be clear, it's all my fault. Although, can you really blame me when Stefanski was drawing up plays that don't play to my strengths at all? You know, passing plays. Anyway, Coach Stefanski didn't let me see the field for the rest of the game. Alright, it's week 2 of the preseason. I'm pretty sure I disappointed in last week's game, so we're really going to train hard this week. That was the plan, but there is of course the slight issue that the training is a minigame involving passing the ball. In fact, all of the training minigames for a quarterback involve passing the ball. At least as far as I know. I guess we're just going to have to skip every practice and prove our worth on the field? That is worrying because practice is where we could really have an opportunity to show the coach our worth and earn the starting job. But on the plus side, we'll be really well rested for every game. This week's game is against the Philadelphia Eagles, and I've been given the reins for the 2nd quarter. And since the last game, I have realized that as the quarterback, I can actually call any play I want from the huddle. Well, except for the plays that the coach won't let me call because he doesn't trust me enough, but in general, I've got access to a pretty large playbook here. That should help somewhat, because obviously the coach doesn't know that I'm not allowed to pass the ball, so he doesn't really account for that when he's calling up plays. I, of course, though, if I'm calling all my own plays, can call exactly what I want. The offensive line false starting on the first play of the quarter wasn't exactly what I wanted, though, of course. Okay, look, it's fine. We've just got a 1st and 15. We'll start simple with a handoff to Ford to the outside for a gain of 3. Next, we'll try a fake handoff, and oof, the defense did not bite at all. That's a loss of 10. 3rd and 22 without the ability to pass doesn't bode well. Yeah, that went about as well as expected. So in total, we lost 16 yards on that drive. Great. But I'm getting another shot with 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the half. Not a great start. Not that the running back is doing much better. I am not making a very strong case to be the week 1 starter, am I? Somehow, we got the ball back again before the end of the half. Tried another run for 1 yard, then I kept it and fumbled, and yeah, the Eagles scored 3 points as the direct result of that fumble. But hey, I'm somehow still out here in the 3rd quarter. Getting sacked and a false start penalty. And a 5-yard run. And sacked again. Alright, new drive. Let's start with a short run. Okay, now let's wait for a gap up the middle. There we go! My first down. Now can we do it again? No. No, we cannot. And Coach Stefanski has pulled me for the 4th quarter after the best play of my career. But hey, we've still got 1 more preseason game to prove ourselves, and it's against the Los Angeles Rams. The first handoff doesn't go great. The second one, though, we get a 1st down, so that's nice. Then we lose yards on the next run, as is tradition at this point. Let's try a fake handoff, and I don't think they bought it. Alright, 3rd and 17, keeping it, room on the outside, escape the tackle, but can't quite beat the second defender, and we're punting. Alright, new drive, let's run it, and are we going to ever gain yards on a 1st down run? Fine, I'll do it myself. Little shift to the left, looks like there's room, and that's almost the 1st down. We just need 1 yard now, and I've got it. Alright, let's hand it off in 1st down, and why do I keep calling these run plays on 1st down? Fine, I'll keep it again. Bit of patience, run up the middle, there we go. It's a first down again, and you know what that means? A run. All the way up to the 6-yard line. But can we punch it into the end zone? No. What about this time? Line's holding up, surveying, is that my opportunity? Yes! Touchdown Browns, there we go. But the half's not over yet. We've got some time to try to score again. We start with a handoff to Ford, quite successful if I might add. And hey, if it ain't broke, 9 yards, I'll take it. Now we just need 1 yard for first down, and we get it, and then some. Let's see if I can make anything happen on first down myself. Nope, 2nd and 14 now. We try a fake handoff, which, by the way, the terminology for that is a play action. But that's going to be for another loss. Maybe a regular handoff? Also a loss. Great. Looks like we've got one more drive before the end of the half, and we make some progress, but time runs out before we can score. We hand over the reins at halftime with a 7-0 lead. That's alright. In total, we end up winning the game 28-7, which, yes, means the other quarterbacks on our team tripled the amount of points we were able to score in an unusually good performance for us. I don't think that bodes well for us getting the starting job. So, with the preseason over, have we earned the starting job? No, not even close. Looks like we'll be a backup this season. But maybe we can prove ourselves if the starter gets injured, or sucks, or something. And we're backing up Joe Flacco, so I mean, come on, we're gonna get a chance eventually, right? Okay, that was quicker than I expected. It is week 2 of the regular season in a game against the Baltimore Ravens, and we are going to have to come in relief for an injured Joe Flacco. All right, let's see if the Rams' game plan works here. Run. Okay, I'll take it from here. No, that was almost disastrous. Instead, it was just bad. The Ravens didn't score at least, but we've got to go a bit of a distance with just 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the half. We'll start with the old reliable handoff. All right, that worked well last time. No! Another fumble? And the Ravens are covered this time. Oh, this rain is a menace. It's making the ball so slippery. It's so hard to hold on to. At least they only scored 3 points off that fumble, so we can still come back. Well, after those plays, it might be a bit harder. Okay, we are down 12-0 now, entering the 4th quarter. If we do not score a touchdown on this drive, there is no hope. I'll keep it this time, at least then a fumble will be my fault. Space in the middle, nearly tripped. Ooh, now that's a run! But can we do it again? We didn't lose yards. He did, though. I guess I'll try to fix it myself. Denied. But apparently we're going for it on 4th down. Fair enough. I'll keep it. I don't trust the running back to 13 yards. And it's doable and a fumble. And yeah, we get one more time before the game ends, but even if we score now, it's over anyway. Ravens win, and I don't score a single point. We don't get to play again until week 5 against the Vikings. And, we are down 28-14 going into the 4th quarter? The only way we have even a prayer to win this is if we score a touchdown on literally every drive. Play after play, we make progress. We're steadily advancing, but not fast enough. Eventually, 4th and 18 comes up, and we don't make it. Sorry, coach. Couldn't take you out of this one. We get another chance in week 10 against the New York Jets. The game is tied at 14 with 2 minutes left in the 4th, and Cleveland with the ball on our own 25. So the good news is we do not need a touchdown here. In football, there are 2 main ways to score points. A touchdown, which generally nets you 7 points, and a field goal, which scores 3. The touchdown is when you reach the opposite end zone, and the field goal is instead when you use one of your downs to attempt to kick the ball through the big yellow uprights. If you get it between, you get 3 points. But regardless of the outcome, the other team gets the ball afterward. Since we're tied, in order to win this game, we just need to get into field goal range, which is roughly around the 35-yard line. Alright, let's see what we can do. First play, fake handoff up the middle. Then we'll just follow, and there we go, first down. And if it ain't broke, that opening wasn't quite as big that time. Alright, forget play action. Let's just call a deep passing play, because then our offensive line knows they need a block for a long time, which usually would be to give our receivers time to run down the field. Hopefully, that'll buy us enough time to find a good running lane for ourselves. Oh, perfect! There we go, down the field! We are almost in field goal range already. Let's try it again. Wow, is this strategy broken, or does the Jets' defense just suck? Let's run it back. Ooh, almost a touchdown. It's 1st and goal from the 1. Surely we have a play that'll get us 1 yard. We do. There we go. It is Croft's first regular season touchdown. And with 38 seconds left, I doubt the Jets are going to come back from that. Final score, 21-14, Browns. And to be clear, I know I haven't played great, but that does account for half our team's wins this season, so I'm just saying. Unfortunately, Coach Stefanski still isn't even close to naming Brian the starter. Maybe it's because I never show up to practice? Maybe it's because I have 0 passing yards on the season. I don't know, but it does seem like our current style of play is never going to get us recognized, even if we keep winning games. But winning games is all we really can do since we can't practice, so our next playing opportunity is Week 14 against the Tennessee Titans. But hey, we found a really good play last game, so I'm pretty confident going into this one. Look, I wouldn't say it was totally ineffective, but I'm starting to think maybe the Jets' defense was actually just terrible. Week 15 and another injury to the starting quarterback gives us our first chance to play a whole game start to finish. It'll be against the Chicago Bears. Let's start off by testing the waters with our deep attack play. I know it didn't work great against the Titans, but maybe they're just a really good defense. Alright, a 32-yard rush to start the game. That is pretty good. And if it ain't broke, take a sack for a loss of 11. Am I too predictable? Maybe that's the problem. Let's try a play action. Okay, that didn't work. 3rd and 26, I mean, it's possible to pick up a 3rd and 26. Though you'd normally throw a deep pass in this sort of situation. But hey, you gotta try. Okay, alright, drop back. There's an opening. Ugh. We'll get him next time. We're getting the ball back deep in our own territory and take it for a decent gain. Now let's not just run the exact same play again. Nah, instead let's run a play where no one's defending the left side of the line. Great. I didn't quite trust that gap. But I should have at least tried. It's not looking great, but if we have patience and find our moment, and that's a fumble. Well then. The Bears score 3 and we're back out again. And maybe we should try a normal run. Okay. Now let's try a toss to the outside. Oh, and he's going. He's going all the way. Touchdown. All right. Unfortunately, the Bears also scored a touchdown, so we're playing from behind again. Let's keep it up with the run game since it's working. Okay, now I'll take it. All right, we're really building something here, and let's do it again. Keep running the play until they stop it. Actually, I lied. We're handing it off again. Now I'll keep it. Should have gone left, but nearly make it anyway. Now we just need 1 yard. We did not get 1 yard. But we're going for it on 4th and 3 anyway. You sure about that, Kevin? And have you seen my offense? Like, I'm okay, but I'm not great. I mean, we could just kick a field goal from here, but okay. Here goes. Luckily, the Bears didn't score off that. But there is no way we are marching down the field in 30 seconds. But wait, this is totally field goal range. Call the timeout, coach. Let's kick the field goal. He didn't call a timeout. Man, the fans are going to roast him if we lose. And that brings us to halftime, down 7-10. Instead of, 13-10. If we kicked some field goals. It was fine. We got the ball to start the half, and I tripped. Great. Maybe Judkins will have better luck? Nope. And that is not how you want to start the first drive of the half. It's still 7-10 when we get the ball back, and I'm not tripping this time. 2nd and inches. Okay. Surely we have a play that'll get us the first down from here. Okay, somehow it's 3rd and 7 now. Fine, I'll do it myself. Nope, no I will not. Guess one good drive a game is about my ceiling, it seems. Alright, it is the 4th quarter. We've got to score points here. Let's run the old reliable first. And now how to mix it up. That is not going to do it. I'll do it then, fine. So close. I will not trust Judkins at 3 yards. I'll keep it. Alright, there's no opening. Fine to the outside, and barely. But the drive's alive. That's what counts. Alright, how about a running back to the outside? 5 yards. I'll take it. Now let me finish the job and then some. I'll try again, and that's a lot of pressure. But this time, there's an opening at... really? I mean, that's just good defense. 3rd and 19 isn't great, but okay, we got back the yards we lost at least. But that's 4th down. And we're going for it? Kevin, my man, take the points. But I mean, I guess this is kind of good. It means he trusts me, right? I guess I'll go with old reliable here. And that is a 1st down. We are still alive. Play action environment. Okay, we're moving. Only got a minute left, though. And that's a sack. Oh, come on, 3rd and 10. Let's do something. Oh, it's actually technically a sack, but we're kicking the field goal, which should bring us to overtime. Okay, so the Bears scored a touchdown in overtime. We have to match them or we lose the game. That is not how you do it. I mean, that was a little better. And that was worse. But it's overtime and we're behind, so we've got to go for it on 4th down. Outside zone. He's going, and not quite. Well, we didn't win. But we brought the Bears to overtime, so maybe we're closer to getting the starting job now? Nope, not really. But actually, the starter is still injured, so we've got another shot in Week 16 against the Bills. And actually, I learned something going into this game. Apparently, I'm responsible for calling timeouts, not the coach. Well, the coach calls it when we're on defense, but on offense, apparently I'm supposed to do it. So yeah, maybe some of those non-field goal attempts are technically on me. But hey, now that I know, it should help us be more productive on offense, hopefully. Alright, on to the game. The first quarter does not go great. But in the second, we're at least able to get a field goal, and then get tackled in our own end zone for a safety, which is the secret 3rd way to score points in football. It scores the other team 2 points. So yeah, long story short, it is 15-3 Bills with 10 seconds left in the game. But I am playing to prove myself, so we don't give up even when the game is clearly already lost. I was able to use my timeouts to stop the clock, allowing me one last chance at a touchdown from the 2-yard line. And there we go. Actually scored in the 2-minute drill. We still lose 15-9, but at least I'm learning how to manage the clock at the end of the game. Normally, it would of course be easier to do this because if you're throwing the ball, incomplete passes stop the clock. Runs, of course, don't stop the clock unless you get out of bounds, so it's tough, but we made it work this time. And that's the last gameplay we're going to see this season. We never won the starting job. The team has a 5-12 record and missed the playoffs. A rocky start to my career, but we did play, and apparently our team played so poorly this season that Kevin Stefanski has been fired as head coach. And the new guy, Kellen Moore, is actually willing to give me a shot as the starting quarterback next season? Maybe we can turn this around in year 2. Find out next time on CMeeCraft Gaming. Hope you enjoyed this video. Part 2 should be up in the next week or 2, so be sure to subscribe and check out the other challenge videos on this channel. They're pretty fun. Additionally, if you want to see the whole of my year 2 season right away, a video featuring every game of the season uncut is on my Patreon, available to all paid tiers, even the $1 tier. And speaking of which, before I go, I'd like to thank my patrons, especially my $15 tier patrons, Alex Octoing and Ashford Says. But anyways, until next time, I've been CMeeCraft, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.